Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and this video is actually going to be a tutorial on how I draw hair because I had a few people asking, and also I was in the exact same position. I could not draw hair like at all. Before I start, I do want to say thank you so much for 637 subscribers. That's what I'm on right now, and they literally all came in really quick. Like, I'm so grateful. So the first bit is actually going to be a walkthrough in detail, and it's going to explain things really well, I hope. Let me know if you find it helpful, and then it's going to move on to a time lapse of me completing the hair. And this is a drawing that I'm going to be completing the hair on. You've probably seen all the shots I put on, but yeah, I hope it helps someone, and I hope that you enjoy this video. Okay, so the first step that you're going to want to do is sketch out the section of hair that you're going to be drawing. I personally find that this doesn't have to be entirely accurate as it is on your reference, but of course try and get it as accurate as possible. But I find it doesn't really matter. Like, I'm not going to be like going over my sketch trying to get it perfect. Something I like to do is sketch the hair bit by bit rather than all at once, but you might be different, so you might want to do that first. That's just not what I like to do. Step 2 is going to be to create a base layer of shading using a smudging pen. It doesn't have to be, but I recommend them. They're really good. You'll also see me as I go along using this eraser pencil, and it just really helps to clean things up. Now I'm going to be going in with my B pencil, and very, very lightly, this is important, I'm going to shade in the dark areas. Something to remember is that you can always go darker, but you can't go lighter. So if I pressed on really hard with this straight away, I wouldn't be able to rub it out if I made a mistake. And then of course I'm just going to be blending that out, and then I'm going to be cleaning that up with my eraser pencil. Now, using a 2B pencil, I'm going to be shading in the areas that are darker. If you're doing a drawing that has lighter hair, you won't need to go very dark, so just keep that in mind. That's why I always say start light and build your way up. And a bonus to that is that it also makes your drawing look smoother, although it does take longer. But yeah, you can see it coming together a lot more now, and I'm making sure that I'm blending this as I go along, making sure it's smooth, and obviously cleaning it up with my eraser pen. But yeah, I'm just keeping doing that till I'm satisfied, and then in a minute you're going to see me changing the way that I'm shading. So you can see here I'm doing it in lines now. This is super important, and it creates more detail and makes it look more realistic. And I also end up using my mechanical pencil for this. Because my mechanical pencil has HB lead in it, I can kind of press on harder than if I was using the same 2B pencil, but I'm still kind of going in light. Using my eraser pens, I'm going to be adding in highlights. These come in super handy as you can't get the detail with a massive chunky eraser. I'm now going in with my 4B pencil to get that extra depth and making it look more 3D rather than just a drawing on a piece of paper. Again, you might not need to use this, it just depends on the colour of hair you're drawing. And yeah, here is what it looks like. Super nice, super realistic, and you're just going to want to repeat those steps till you're satisfied. Now I'm going to share a few tips with you and a few more pieces of advice whilst this time lapse of me drawing the full head of hair plays in the background. So if you want to stay for that, I'd really, really appreciate it, and you also might learn something more. Also, let me know in the comments if this type of video has helped you and anything else you want a tutorial with. I'm going to be doing a video where I talk about how do you actually draw a face, like how do you actually make it look like the person, because I've had a few comments requesting that. So yeah, keep looking on my channel for that, because I will be posting that at some point. I don't know when, but I can let you guys know. But yeah, so I'm just doing the hair bit by bit. This took so long, I can't even tell you. I need to figure out and work out how long it actually took me. I'll probably edit in if I remember. I might not remember. But yeah, if I calculate how long it took to draw this whole drawing, not just the hair, it took over a week. Oh my god, it took ages. Then if I calculate that and I remember, I will put it on the video. I might not remember though, but I can put it in the comments if I remember. Anyway, on to some tips. When drawing the hair, I find you draw a piece and you hate it. You're like, what the hell? By a piece I mean section, by the way. But you're just like, oh my god, what the hell, like this doesn't look anything like it. But then once you start adding all the other like sections, different pieces, different like shading, all that, I find it looks so much better. So keep going with it, trust the process. It really is a trust the process kind of thing. So yeah, that was what I was talking about when I said I kind of view it as a puzzle, like a little jigsaw you've got to piece together. But yeah, I hope that makes more sense, and I hope it makes you feel better if you're struggling. Another thing I also want to share, I mentioned this briefly before but I didn't explain it fully, but always press on light, because you can always make it darker but you can't make it lighter. And that goes for any piece of drawing, whether you're drawing hair, an eye, or I don't know, like a cat. It goes for anything. Even though it's more time consuming, it gives you such better results, and it's really satisfying to watch as well. So you'll see me doing it a lot in this time lapse. There's another close-up coming up soon, just a heads up. But if there's one tool, actually two, if there's 2 art supplies I can recommend to people, it's having different variations of pencils. So at least have a 2B, a 4B and a B. Like, they are a need if you're wanting to create realistic drawings, have a lot of definition. I'm going to say more about stuff like this on my other video that I'm going to do at some point. I've not recorded anything for it yet, but when I do my next drawing I will, and that's going to be a video where I tell you guys how to actually draw a face. I mentioned that earlier, but that's going to be really good. And my next tool that I could recommend is the eraser pencils. They're so good. I don't just use them for hair, I use them for every single part. So the eyes, mouth, nose, everything. And they're so good. And oh my god, my hands at this point were covered in lead. Oh my god. That's going to be all for this video. And I really hope you liked it. And I hope that you learned something. So if you do, comment, tell me if it helped you. And comment what you want to see next. And yeah, I hope that you learned something. Thank you for watching. I wasn't actually going to make this like outro bit, but I just wanted to, and I want to come on and also say that if you found this video helpful, please comment and tell me anything you'd like to see next on the channel, whether it's tutorials or drawings or paintings, anything. I'm gonna have a painting video coming out soon, but yeah, thank you so much for watching, and if you stayed to the end, it means a lot to me, so thank you so much.